Call 1-800-317-4411.
A Fox News alert, and it is about alerts that we are alerting you right now. Elevated is now the terror threat alert level that we have been downgraded to. We were one step above that to high. Again, we have gone down a notch, and now it is official. The president had to sign off on this thing, which was recommended to him by the Homeland Security Director, several other people that are involved in Homeland Security. But now it is official. The president has downgraded the terror threat alert level to elevated. And more on that in a moment. But first, a visa lottery. It gives random foreigners a chance to come here to America, but it also opens doors for some suspected terrorists, apparently. This summer, Ahmed Hanan and Kareem Kubridi were indicted as members of an alleged terrorist sleeper cell operating in Michigan. Both of them came here after they won the lottery while they were in Morocco. Now, the annual visa lottery is about to begin again, but should this game of chance continue? With us now, Dan Stein. He is Executive Director at the Federation for Immigration Reform, he is an Englewood, New Jersey councilman, and Michael Wilds. He is a former federal prosecutor. And I'm sorry, I switched that. Michael Wilds is the Englewood, New Jersey councilman. Michael, good to have you here. Let's start with you first, Michael. These two guys, nobody denies that, you know, they've been indicted in this procedure in Michigan. Nobody denies that they got their chance to come to the U.S. through this lottery system. Doesn't that indicate the whole system is flawed?
We have to be careful as we calibrate the difference and the distinction and the challenge that we have now, which is to make sure we protect those freedoms that we are founded on. The fact is, I and many others in 1999 testified on Capitol Hill that there were sleeper agents, clerics, diplomats, students that were guising themselves in status. The lottery program is predicated on something completely different. We are a country that has immigrants coming from all over the world. We lost some of our best customers, Western and Central European countrymen. And what we're trying to do is get back some of that into our country now. Now, you know,
I understand. Let me just stop you right there, Michael, because you are for open immigration, or you have been in the past, or as open as possible, given the safety of America. But did September 11th fundamentally change your views about immigration?
Absolutely. I've always felt that we were vulnerable and that we need to tie up the loose ends. The lottery is not one of those.
Okay, well, let me give Dan a chance to jump in here. Now, Dan, would you shut our doors completely to all immigrants?
Well, no, and I don't think that's even possible, although we certainly could handle a timeout for about 30 years because we've got incredible levels of immigration. We're projected in the next 50 years to go to almost 500 million people if we continue the current rate. And by the way, I'm with the Federation for American Immigration Reform, Dan Stein. Anyway, the lottery program is a stupid government, another stupid government program designed to solve a non-existent problem. We don't need the lottery program because all it does is generate an avalanche of paperwork for the State Department, the INS. Obviously, there's no proper security checks. Why do we need a lottery program except that it starts new chains of migration from new countries when we've already got more people coming from the countries right now than we can possibly handle?
Okay, Michael, why do we need it?
Congress has got to abolish this program immediately.
Dan says we don't need it at all.
Dan, we need it, in my opinion, again, to cultivate a mix. The Western and Central European countries are not adequately mixed here. If we are going to have Asian and South American immigrants, we want to make sure, you know, the freedom of press, separation of church and state, all of these dignity and fundamental freedoms hailed from Ireland, from England. We ran from those countries.
No, the problem goes back to the law we have that gives preference to people based on